Union Square's mixed media pads are one of my personal favorites. They're such a versatile tool. They can do just about any type of wet or dry media, and they're also great for the artist journaling, whether you want to do image transfers, watercolor techniques, oil pastels, whatever your imagination or creativity comes up with. These papers are perfectly suited for them. It's a 98-pound white paper, very good quality paper, and let me just kind of show you some different medias on it. Right here I've got various things. I've got some colored pencil, and let me find something that has a better point. It's got a medium tooth to it, but you can get a better idea of that tooth and surface as I lay down some of this colored pencil here. Now 98 pounds is fairly thick. It's, I guess it would be considered a thin watercolor paper. Paper is sized and very resilient. It can take multiple erasings if you are a big mistake maker like me. And it will also accept things like markers here. I've got some alcohol-based markers. And these markers put down a lot of color. In fact, let me switch to the chisel tip. And so why that matters is, especially if you're going to layer them, is you want to make sure it doesn't bleed through to the page beneath. And as you can see it on the other side of that page, but it does not bleed through to the page underneath it. With all the Union Square products, these are very well put together pads, okay? They feature a very strong backing board so they can kind of support themselves if you want to work at an angle or holding it. The covers are customizable. They're a very high quality paper cover. You can see here that we have some designs that we did on this one. You can decorate it to your heart's content. And then finally, just laying down some watercolor. It can accept watercolor without doing too much buckling, especially lighter washes. But watercolor also sets up very nicely on top of it. If you like to do image transfers, this is one of the books that I do my image transfers in personally. Alcohol-based solvent marker with an inkjet print. It's one of my favorite methods and techniques of doing that. You can see with the watercolor, the paper didn't soak through. It stayed on that side. So a really versatile tool. I'll show you some art that we had done. This is just using a combination of color pencil, watercolor pencil, pen and ink, marker, everything. And just the page hasn't buckled. Everything's really quality. Even the wire mesh binding, very high quality binding. So they'll hold together well. They'll keep your ideas and your art safe. And I hope you enjoy.